Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a moment of your time to share with you what I believe is a life-changing seminar. But before I do, let me ask you this question. If you had the opportunity to change the quality of your life, now listen, the quality of your life, if you had that opportunity, would you take it? I believe many of you listening to me said yes. And for that very reason, I want to introduce you to an individual that will be coming to Hawaii for the very first time in his entire life. His name is Peter J. Daniels. Peter Daniels is an individual that at the age of 26 had nothing going for him in his life. When people give up at about that age, he took off. And I want to share with you how a seminar that he will give to us here in Hawaii will impact and change the quality of your life. But this is like one of those opportunities that if you miss it, you won't have it. And it's a one-time only event. And I want you to take advantage. As a matter of fact, to give you a better understanding of who Peter J. Daniels is, I want you to listen to these little excerpts that we have prepared just for you to have the insight and information that you need.
Who is Peter Daniels? Peter Daniels' testimony goes beyond the normal success story. He is a man who succeeded against all odds. He overcame in life where most people quit. So, who is Peter Daniels? Let me explain.
Let me give you some background. At 26 years of age, I was virtually illiterate. I'm 61, 62 next birthday. As a matter of fact, I never passed one grade at school. Oh, I went along to school after suffering the debilitating disease called diphtheria. And because I was late in starting at 7 years of age, they had to do some educational assessment on me, and they said, well, this kid, he's just one brick short of a load. He's not playing with a full deck. As a matter of fact, his elevator doesn't go to the top floor. And they thought I had brain damage, and they were going to put me with a group of children that had brain damage, but suddenly a teacher came along called Miss Phillips. I've often thought in retrospect that she could kickstart a jumbo jet. She would make the Rock of Gibraltar look like a cream puff. And for 3 years, she punched me, she kicked me, she slapped me, she didn't get any sense into me or out of me, and she used to get me by the chin and rattle my teeth and say, Peter Daniels, you're a bad, bad boy, and you're never going to amount to anything. Well, at 26 years of age, as an illiterate bricklayer, I went along with my wife to a Billy Graham crusade on May the 25th, 1959. And when I heard the gospel in clear terms for the first time, I suddenly realized that I was equal with all men before God, and I reasoned that if I was equal with all men before God, I no need to accept inequality with anybody. I was the son of a king. Today, I'm involved in 127 countries around the world. In one area alone, I have 46,000 people on the staff. The individual company I own is the third largest in the world. We have no overdraft, no loans, no mortgages. I want to see how much I can give away in my lifetime. Because it says in Luke 6:38, give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, as you give it out to others, so it will be given unto you. And then built one of the largest real estate companies of its kind in our nation, with offices in Singapore and Hong Kong. Then built the World Center for Entrepreneurial Studies, which is the largest human resource base on earth. And got involved in all kinds of businesses all around the world with the United Nations and the World Bank and so on. And then I read 1,500 autobiographies. Why? Because I wanted to find out what made the great great. I was a skinny kid from the other side of the tracks. I wanted to be flyweight boxing champion of the world. I'd had a fight on every street corner. And I wanted to I wanted to know whether it was possible for an ordinary person that had come from a third-generation welfare recipient family, that had had 4 fathers and 2 mothers, that was dragged up, whether it was possible to be successful. And I read 1,500 autobiographies trying to find out what made the great great. Then I studied law, accountancy, philosophy, theology, modern and ancient history, politics, and economics.
If you had the opportunity to improve the quality of your life in a single day, would you take it?
I remember one time I came home and I had a paper bag with some books in it and some tapes, and she said, "What have you got there?" I said, "I bought some tapes and books so I can be successful." She said, "Peter, for goodness sake, Peter Jr. needs some shoes for school. Graham needs a sweater. Winter's coming. I'm pregnant again. You've spent all this money." Oh, I paid her back. On our 33rd wedding anniversary, I bought her a 49-carat opal with 33 diamonds on it. This thing's so big when she walks, she's got to walk like this.
Is the opportunity to hear Peter Daniels worth the investment?
Normally, when I go to speak to businessmen, I get $10,000 an hour and up to $100,000 a day. So you've got to ask the question, what the heck am I doing here?
In Ephesians 5:15 through 17, Paul said, "Look carefully then how you walk. Live purposefully and worthily and accurately, not as the unwise and the witless, but as the wise, sensible, intelligent people, making the very most of the time, buying up each opportunity, but understanding and firmly grasping what the will of the Lord is." The opportunity is here. The single day is May 28th. Now it's up to you to take it. Believe and Succeed, a Peter Daniels seminar, Saturday, May 28th at Word of Life Christian Center, 544 Queen Street in downtown Honolulu. Registration fee is $45 per person, $65 for married couples. For more information, call 528-404.